So welcome guys, welcome to Kamikaze forex trader. This is our second video what we're making. For those who will be missing it, you will find this video on our YouTube channel, which is Kamikaze forex trader as well. So for you to understand how I analyze, but I'm only breaking down one pair so that it's going to be much easier for us also to understand, and for those who are part of it. So what I like to start off is by marking off my areas of value for you, so you can also see how I see areas of value. This is the area of value for me. Reason why market came in, it tapped into there, and as you can see we had a spike, I might say. Let's just make it a little bit bigger. Yeah, you can see this spike there. Market equalize, it's either going to equalize or break before a heavy move might start. So as we can see, it equalize, and then what we have, shake down, go back to the upside, which wanted us to give us a double top before this move to the downside happens. So we go down onto a 4 hour. Let me just extend my screen. Okay, now my screen is extended. Still, what's happening on the left will give you a clue what will happen on the right hand side. So not wasting any further of your time, here we're the area of value. So as I explain now on a 24-hour chart how this heavy move started. Here we could have get the arc and then come to the downside. Basically we know once we get an arc, it's our move to the downside. And then even if you couldn't understand it, you could have understood it as a move structure for yourself, to make life for yourself easier also. You would have done this first, and you would have told yourself so most of us will get trapped, would have been trapped here by telling ourselves we have a 1, 2, 3, coming down 1, 2, 3, going back to upside. Meanwhile this is a reversal of the market. What is implementing for us? It's giving us a reversal, telling us that market is trying to go back to this area. And what I love about this is that market gives us with a clue to tell us at any moment we might turn back and fill this. So not wasting any time guys, we'll go into a 1 hour, and then from a 1 hour we'll start getting a clearer and a better view also. So we take our line from what we told you, and then we do this. It on now like this, because now in 1 hour we want a better clear view of what might happen. So then we do this. So now we forget about what's happening on our left hand side. Now we're going to focus what's happening on our right hand side, because that's what we're trying to catch upon. As we can see, price is almost at the area where the whole move started from. This is the area of value for me. Reason why it's where the market started making its move to the upside, and market couldn't come back to this area to give us a double touch or anything. But what it does, it rather gives us with clues this is a clue. What's the gap? B gap, B gap, B gap, B gap, and then what happens after that? All of that gap is getting filled. See? Gap got filled. We had a slight retracement pushing down. So what I will want to see is that once we reach this point here, what will market give us? Are we either going to do something like this, retest back into the give us a to go up to you maybe. Because there's a first inflation point on 1 hour. If we make the big noise out, so market will always go back and snap very fast back to such areas like this. Inflation points, weeks, always the weeks. Market will always follow those weeks. It doesn't matter. But what we should keep in mind is that market will always follow those weeks. So that's what I'm waiting for, or I'm waiting for something like this. If we trade above here like this, then I'll be happy to take a continuation of this down movement, because then it will go down until this level here. If market give us something like this, if we trade below this level here, but if we are above it, then we basically know it's either going to come to this area where there is volume, because this is where the market generated volume for this last little bit of movement that's coming down. So it might come until here, which is the area of volume, and then let's take our Fibonacci tool and just figure out something from this high to this low that we have now here, and what we get, 50% rejection. Nice 50% rejection, as you can see here, indicating us that market can't break the zone. We're just continuing to the downside. So that's also another idea. Then if we write your 15 minutes, so what I'm expecting that market to come to our first area of value. This is a pre-call because we can see that the market was coming up, forming a correction, giving us a first point of clue to say this is where big banks, institutions start stacking themselves for the next move. Here is where we get market manipulators. If market does such, this is market manipulators move this, because here most of newbies will trade in these areas here. Meanwhile, for us who've been studying forex now for the past 4 years already knows that this what it implement. And as we're in the 15 minutes, we would like to look out for a trade. So why I say market wanted to give us a reversal, this was the arc shape test, or a V shape. Some call it a V shape, but arc shape is for Falcon, and for new mechanics students they will call it a V shape. So basically for me, to catch this whole movement, it was gonna be very easy, simple, only this move. only does move guys. Sorry for this. It does move. Where is this thing what I want? Does move. Does whole move for me to catch it. It was gonna be very easy and simple. Only needed time, patience. That's the only thing what I can say what it needed for me to catch this whole move, because if we must look it out, first of all, for those, as we can see, market came, break our first area of volume what we had here, because this whole position to come to the downside is where big players start coming into the market, and this is where they start forming all of these corrections, manipulating those small retail retail traders like us, where our brokers manipulate us, and that's where this whole movement happened, because we want to trade in such small space. Can't, my guys. You have to bring yourself from a bigger view coming down to a smaller scale, because we start off by a 24-hour, which is a daily chart, then we went down to a 4-hour, then we came to a 1-hour, and then a 15-minute. That's how we got the whole idea to say what is happening. So okay, not wasting a lot of time further, telling you how easy and simple it was to catch this trade if you had the right information, or you learned the right information. So market give us the stand back. I would have waited for this, because this is your insurance entry. This, believe me, that's just like this. Just this alone would have made me understand it. Once we break, I'm entering. Once I see 1, 2, 3 break or structure, I would have entered here, and I would have crawled until maybe until here, maybe until this area here, which would have been a decent amount. Come on, just see how much are we gonna be if we were going short from here, or something like this. Let's say 0.23%, or let's make it, yeah, at least not even 1%, but let's risk 0.5% then. That's 0.5%, and then we take it down until here. So let me just get things right here. It would have been a nicely 4%, nice 4%, if you could have only read what the market is trying to tell you, because that's not the only entry that you could have taken. There was another one besides this one. Here was another one, yeah. I only understanding. Here was another one, yeah. And you could have held it until there. Simple as easy as like that. But some of us, we force trades, because by just looking at what the market is giving us, then we want to trade, which that does not work here. Something like this, even if you were smart enough, you would have understand this whole move, and you could have capitalized from it nicely. What forex before? What forex before? So guys, with my understanding, from coming from a bigger frame to a smaller frame, it's the same thing, because if I come from 4 hour, from a daily to a 4 hour, sorry, from a daily to a 4 hour, I would have already know. Nice, Daisy. Nice. The only thing what I say, it's patience, time it needs for you to get the perfect trade or the perfect setup. That's why it's not necessary for you to sit 24 hours in front of your chart and looking at what's happening, or each and every move what's happening inside the market. If you believe in your strategy, you believe in what you study, everything will work out. So, not wasting a lot of time any further, guys. That was what I was trying to implement. Even here, you could have taken it right here. That's right here. Could have capitalized from itself nicely. If you only knew what you were doing. Oh, what are you doing inside this market? Because forex, I can tell you, it's not for babies, it's not for small people, it's not a get rich quick scheme game, or thinking I'll fund $100 and then by tomorrow I'll have $500,000. Never. That will never happen overnight. It takes time, patience, dedication for you to stay constantly gaining good results from the market. Instead of the market eating from you, you also eating from the market. Make sure you eat big and the market eats small from you. Always risk what you can. Don't over risk your account and enter one trade with a big lot size just because you see a movement that's happening. That's what we call greediness. Why I say that trade? Because here's it. 1 hour 50 minutes is indicating to you nicely what's going to happen. Nice. Some people might see it and say, oh, this thing will push back up. Meanwhile, we know the market is breathing for the next position to continuation to the downside. So not wasting any further of your time, guys. That's what I was trying to implement. For those who have questions, you're welcome to check out our social media pages. Until next time, bye guys.